about it right now, everything's okay. No matter where you find yourself, no matter what kind of stuff is going on in your life, underneath it all, everything's actually all right. You're okay. You have more power than you might be giving yourself credit for. And if you have something that's going on in your life right now that's challenging, painful, it's just a reminder to take a little bit better care of yourself. Because you're worth it. You can have this feeling anytime you choose.
So around the middle of June 2021, I was in the process of trying to TNR a black cat in my neighborhood when a little calico began coming to eat the food I left out. She was small and shy and already had an ear tip that marked her as having been TNR'd, so I didn't bother her while she ate, or I didn't try to catch her. I focused on trapping, neutering, and releasing the black cat. But then, after I released the black cat, something happened. One night, both cats came and sat near me for almost 20 minutes. And then when I got up to collect the bowls, the calico came and rubbed against me. She stayed while I gently petted her. And I realized that maybe, just maybe, she might be socialized enough to get adopted. So I worked on earning her trust. I brought treats and got her to eat them from my hands. She was skittish but unaggressive and trusted me quickly. But she wouldn't go in the trap again. No matter how much I withheld food and baited the trap, she knew what it was and wouldn't go in. So I did something incredibly foolhardy. I coaxed her in my front door and shut it behind her, and she was not happy. I blocked off the hallway so my own cats couldn't get in. I left her food, toys, and a litter box and some cat beds overnight. She hardly ate, but when I offered cat treats, she took them, and she accepted scritches as comfort. I moved her to the bedroom pretty easily, and the bedroom had been vacated of the bed and equipped with cat supplies. She stayed by the window, yowling at all hours, and wouldn't eat unless I was with her. I noticed her nose was running a bit, and I thought, perhaps a cold was impacting her sense of smell and appetite. So we took a trip to the vet. She didn't appreciate it at all. But she was so good. She had her blood drawn for a full panel and an FIV-FELV test or feline HIV and feline leukemia. And both tests, thank goodness, came back negative, and her blood work only showed dehydration and elevated glucose from stress. So she was given fluids, some antibiotics, and came home to eat and sleep. That night, I coaxed her to eat some wet food, and then I just sat with her while she slept. So the next day I fed her a can of soupy wet food and offered scritches. She was much more receptive and even fell asleep. Once I'd confirmed that she didn't have any communicable diseases, I allowed her to meet one of my own cats, Kit. At first he was hilariously wary of her, but after a few very relaxed sniffing sessions, they were comfortable hanging out together. Although Sylvie didn't understand at all when Kit tried to invite her to play. I wanted to see how she'd act with other cats. I couldn't keep her myself, as I would be moving in with a friend who had 2 cats of their own, and it wouldn't be fair to any of our cats to introduce a 5th cat into the mix. But in the meantime, I'd been putting up photos and videos of her in local cat groups, looking for a foster or adopter. I found some really great people to care for her and will stay in contact. Animal rescue can be tiring and stressful. Between the before and after photos of a cat on the street and a cat in a home are hours and hours of work. A cat that's been lost or abandoned and spent time outside struggling to find food and shelter can carry unseen trauma that you, the rescuer, have to be understanding about and help them work through. But from what I've seen of this pretty calico, renamed Nezuko by her new family, I think she's going to be okay. I want to offer a huge thanks to everyone who joined me on this little kitty's journey. She wasn't my first rescue and certainly won't be my last. There are always more cats that need help, and when you know how, it's impossible to not want to try.